We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Blue ready. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check three, check three, check three. Shift, shift. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Wait that up.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Come on, switch it. Check it back. Hey.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Winston. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Ready. Blue ready. Mike spot 4. Right here, right here. Check. Green, everything. Easy, easy, easy. Right. Easy. Hey. 54 Mike. Pick it up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
20. Mark 55. Mark 50. Whoa. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Gun. Hey, turn it up.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Easy. Motion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready. Black 25.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Mark 59. Here we go. Green, easy. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. No chance. Part 2. Gun. Part 2. Mike, part 2. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Get it.
The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. McCaffrey following the penalty. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ready? White 25. Check, 59. Get on it. Get on. Check, let's go.
On second down, it's Jones looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here I come. Deuce. Check 37.
Winston now. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Ready? Look at that, ready? Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Gun. Watch out.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Check 52. Great.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike is 50. Easy. Hey, time to go. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Wait. Watch safety creeping.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. New mic, 52. Mic 52. 20. Check pass. Check pass.
Throwing is Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he hurdles him and into space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Get ready. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Big gap.
Now Winston. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Watch the edge. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On second down now, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready. Flat 22. Wait. Pick up the ball. Wait. Easy. Hey.
From the gun, Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Let's get it.
The 21-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's put that team on the
Gun.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Gun.
Tighten up.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
All day, every day, any day. Mike 52, Mike 52. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Greg.
52, Mike 52.
Out of the gun, Newton. It's caught, Nelson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
52's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check. Six guys. Check 6 guys.
Great.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Second defense. Let's go. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Gun.
Mike 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 5-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Easy. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to stay good.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Under 10, 10. Hey, switch gears. Flip it. Green, triple team. Sonic.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Ready. check me out. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Squeeze, double. Rush in. Flip it.
To throw, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. Blue lady. 127. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Come on. Sunday. Easy. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 37.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Rabbit. Hey, check 24.
Now Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they try to sweep to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? Blue ready. Let's go, D. Check. Hey, stop. Easy. Motion. Follow. Bang. Wait. He's checking crack.
Throwing, Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Hey, check three. 20.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. McCaffrey on the counter. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, you must be getting tired of seeing me.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.